All right, so what are we doing here, Mark?
So, Alex, this is the Piper computer kit after it's been assembled, and you can see that, well, you can't see all of it, but here you have a screen, and
Ooh, cool.
we're piping the screen output to the, the video here.
We're getting super fancy with 3 separate video feeds, so just so you know, it's really cool.
That's pretty cool. And then we're gonna just dive right in. You're gonna actually be building stuff here as we play the game. So
Cool.
let's dive in. So this is the welcome screen that you get, Piper Computer Kit. So story mode is the first thing we're gonna try, and you can see there's a whole bunch of different levels here inside of in Minecraft.
Wow,
that we've
cool.
created. Each level teaches you something about electronics and coding. We'll start with the first one.
Is it okay if I've never played Minecraft before?
Totally okay.
Okay, cool. I feel like I'm stunted in relation to our kids these days.
No,
Kids
totally.
these days. Sorry.
So every single level we actually have a storyline,
Uh-huh.
and so you can hear some audio, and you're seeing the video coming up. What we realized was actually it was really important for girls for both boys and girls, but especially for girls, to feel like there was some kind of reason
Uh-huh.
for why they were doing what they were doing.
Huh.
So you can see there's like this Minecraft characters, and there's an Armageddon scenario, and Earth's gonna might get obliterated.
Wow.
So you have to activate this robot on Mars in order to save Earth. His name is PiperBot,
Cool.
and we're calling him PiperBot right now. And this would be going on the screen right now as you would be playing. And so we can skip the video. And he has a little friend called Pip, it's a little mouse. And basically, the very first thing we have kids do is we have them learn how to use a mouse, and that's what that video was really meant to kind of explain. Because a lot of kids are using iPads, they don't really know how the left clicking, right clicking, breaking blocks work. So first thing we have them do is actually just repair these wires. And you can see these are wires with a little bit of rust in them. And so whenever you repair them, you break the rust and you put in the right color.
Cool.
The gold actually flows completely through it. And so we do that for a few minutes. Kids kind of get the hang of the mouse. Yeah, and then kids at this point are like, how do I move? How do I actually play the game?
Uh-huh.
And you can see there's nothing actually attached here other than a mouse, right?
Right.
So in this video, we're going to explain how you actually move.
That's right, because I don't have a keyboard. Wait, but there's buttons. There's one button here.
Yeah, and I secretly sort of move that a little.
Whoa, cool.
So yeah, so the mouse jumped inside the robot. And inside of him, he actually has the Raspberry Pi.
Uh-huh.
And then we digitize it to make it really explicit.
Fancy schmancy. Sorry, I love that phrase.
And it looks just like the one in front of you, right? So it's just, and you actually have to build something. So it's showing you there, you have to add 2 red wires. So go ahead and reach the box, yeah. And let's look at where it's telling us. It's on the 5th and 6th pins there in the front.
I can do this.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
And it's telling you to just touch them together.
Oh. Ah.
So when you touch them together,
whoa, cool.
you move.
Oh, that's so cool.
And this is the first time. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I hit the mouse.
Oh, you're teaching them what buttons are. That's so cool.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the first time kids kind of touch the hardware and they realize, wow. And let's go to the door. Yeah, perfect. They touch the wires and something happens on the screen. They move. And this is the first aha moment of like, oh, when I close a circuit, something actually happens on the screen. You can pause right there. So we get up to the top, and then there's another video. And touching wires is really great, and it's the fundamental building block of electronics and coding, closing loops, right? Loops and closing circuits. But you actually want to build, like you were saying, a button. So we hit the crafting table. It's the mouse jumping inside the robot again, and now we're going to build a button. So we take this button, this red button, and we digitize it. And so it just got digitized into Minecraft.
Whoa.
And now all your schematics from here on out are inside of Minecraft. So, there's your Raspberry Pi that you see kind of up there. That's the green piece. Then down below you have this wooden platform, which is this. And then in the second slot of that platform you have the red button just sitting there.
How do I know which way to put the button? Like, to orient it?
So it shows you right there.
It shows you. Cool.
Yeah. And then the wires, you can put the wires in. They go right there up at the top of the button. Maybe we can shift this up a little bit so folks can see what you're doing.
Neat.
So you're matching, the digital screen, and then you press the button, and when you press it, you move. And the current flows.
That's amazing.
Look at that, you just built a button. High five.
High five!
And
Awesome.
now you understand that's how a button works. A button is just the same as closing two wires together, right? You can take the wires out and touch them, you'll still move.
Yeah.
And then you have to build two more buttons. And that's pretty much what every level in Piper is like. As you progress through, you're building different hardware. You're building buzzers and switches and lights and sensors. And all these things somehow allow you to have a much different Minecraft experience.
Super cool.
So the lights allow you to search for treasure. The closer you get to the digital treasure, the physical light blinks.
Oh, that's cool.
Or like the buzzer, there's like a zombie detector, and then like the switches open up hidden doors.
I really dig this sort of combination of the real and virtual. It's very mixed reality, it's kind of like AR, but not. But instead of the real world, it's like the opposite of looking at the real world through your phone and it superimposes like fake objects, right? Instead, like you're looking at the imaginary world and like you're using physical tools to interact with it. Oh, it's so cool! Yeah, you don't see a lot of that like way around with the mixed reality, but yeah, you can start explaining to your kids what you do for a job if that's what you do for your job. Actually, if that's what you do for your job, is pretty cool. I should stop derailing. Cool, yeah.
So that's the kind of story mode piece of it, and we can kind of dive in and see what else there is in Piper. Let me just move this down a little bit because there's the screen.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
And so let's exit out. And so yeah, a bunch of levels. Every single level you're building different things, and then there's also Piper Code, which is it's the next step. So Piper Code is just kind of a little more serious coding experience, and there's a bunch of different levels. Now this is no longer Minecraft, and this is kind of just taking kids through the basics of coding using visual drag and drop interface.
Oh, cool.
With instructions, again using hardware. So that's kind of the unique thing that we try to do with Piper is teach everything through hands-on hardware. The first instruction is just gather your pieces, and then kind of go through and figure out. Teaches you about the Raspberry Pi and the pins on the Raspberry Pi, and what they do and how they work, and then it's like, hey, let's wire up a light. So we can go ahead and do that actually here.
Cool.
If you want, I can quickly just do that. We just pop these in, and I think if you want to pick out your favorite color for the light.
Oh, obviously. Can you guess?
I think maybe it's not blue. Yeah. And then drag and drop some of the code. We already have some code here. We don't need to, but we could if we wanted to, drag some stuff out here and place it. And then you hit start, and hopefully this makes it blink. Yeah, so it makes the light blink. And you're seeing kind of in real time the code running. So you see it turns the pin on, holds it on for a second, turns the pin off, holds it off for 3 seconds. And we can make this 3 seconds, start again. Now it's going to be on for 3 seconds, and off for 3 seconds. And so, within, what was that, like a couple of minutes?
Yeah.
We got a light blinking, right?
Legit.
And for us, that was kind of one of the tests of like, are we being successful? Was how quickly could we get kids to these out, like getting a light to blink is like a very fundamental sort of thing. And I think we probably do it faster than most other platforms and most other hardware tools. And the next thing is like make a stoplight and time it, right? So some more lights and you layer on complexity, and all these levels kind of go through. And by the end of it, you're actually building a multiplayer game that you're playing with a friend. Cool. Like beat the buzzer. You have a button. Your friend has a buzzer. Oh yeah. And you're seeing who can go faster and who can actually. Yeah. So that's kind of the other part of Piper that we have, and then obviously there's all the stuff that comes in the Raspberry Pi, like the desktop. And
that sounds cool.
Oh, that's the boot up sequence. Launches every time you turn on the kit.
Cool.
So yeah, so we release software updates on a pretty regular basis. So there's new levels and new content coming out every couple of months, and then soon, like I was telling you, we'll have some additional peripherals coming out.
Sweet.
For the kit.
Well, thanks again for joining us.
Thanks, Alex.
Check out the intro video if you're not sure what you just saw. You should probably know by now, but you can go to playpiper.com and get a 10% off discount if you use the code Hackster. We'll put the link under this video, and yeah,